How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will, and today we're opening Here to Slay. So Here to Slay is a game by the Unstable Games, or the company that makes Unstable Unicorns. It is a RPG card game where you're trying to battle against each other and to battle against monsters. It is recommended, or not recommended, I guess it is, 2 to 6 players, 30 to 60 minutes, and a recommended ages 10 and up. And here we go. Here is the back of the card. So basically a strategic role-playing game set in the world or fantasy world from, Unstable Unicorns. Well, not in the Unstable Unicorns world, but you get the picture, right? And you're trying to get a party of people together to defeat the evil monsters and win the game. So we've also got here the latest expansion, which is Here to Slay Warriors and Druids. So we'll also be going through here to see the additional factions or classes, as well as the additional monsters that come in that box. Let's go ahead and get into the base game here. So the game is very simple. Most of your Unstable games, Unstable Unicorns, a lot of these games that are coming to mass market are pretty easy, right? They're made for everybody. They're family style games, as people call them. Which is great for me and Oddly, because we're still getting into the hobby, and complex rules, 30-page rulebook sometimes goes a little bit over our heads. But here we go. So it is very basic. You're going to draw cards, you're going to recruit heroes, you're going to play magic, you're going to attack the monster, and you're discarding things. I mean, that's as simple as that. This is the rulebook, or should I say rule piece of paper. And there is your layout. You can kind of see how everybody gets laid out. You get your leader. You got your monsters that you're going to try to defeat, the monster deck, discard, main card, is where your heroes go, and so forth. So let's go ahead and we will start out with these dice. These are awesome looking little dice. The camera doesn't do them justice, but if I can get them just right, you can see a pearlescent effect. It kind of has this little blue pearlescent going on them. And then, of course, the number 1. I'm just trying to get to number 1 on this die, but there you go. The number 1 is the Unstable Unicorn horn. I thought those were pretty cool. Let's go ahead and start with the leaders and the monsters, because they're probably the most exciting. So the base game has 6 classes, and then you get an additional 2 classes in the expansion. So the main 6 classes is you have your wizard, the cloaked sage, which allows you to, each time you play a magic card, draw a card. So most of them are going to kind of play off of what they do. Little bunny rabbits here, or in this case, I guess a jackalope. We have the Fist of Reason, so he is the fighter leader. And then, of course, when you do a challenge, he gets +2, so that makes sense because he's a fighter, right? The Protecting Horn, he is a guardian, so kind of think of like a paladin, right? Each time you roll a modifier, you can add or minus that modifier. The Shadow Claw, the Kitty Cat Guild, right? They are a bunch of thieves. Once per turn, you may spend an action to take another card, or steal, basically, a card from your opponent. Or any opponent. You can play 1 player, 2 player. Of course, we play 2 player. You have the Charismatic Song, which is the Bard. So these are these squirrels here. Each time you roll and use a hero card's effect, +1 to your roll. The Divine Arrows, so the Rangers, these are the foxes. Each time you roll and attack a monster, +1 to your roll. And think about it, your range, you get a little bit extra damage because the monster can't swing at you. Dracos here, we have an undead dragon. Wow, I was struggling over the word dragon. Crowned Serpent here, so Quetzalcoatl, which of course we are painting these minis for Sea of Legends. If you haven't watched our gameplay, that is up. And if you want to see our painted minis, you can find them over on our Instagram, gettingjiggly_YT. We have Bloodwing here, so a bat monster. Mega Slime, gotta have a slime, right? If it's an RPG of any type, dungeon crawl or whatever, you gotta have a slime. That takes a lot of heroes to beat. 4 heroes to beat that. We have a Corrupted Sabertooth, he's just cool looking. Firecat, beautiful. We have a Gnarl in the Cauldron, bubbling up some bubbly brew there. We have the Abyss Queen, nice little spider. I guess not so nice little spider. Arctic Aries, there we go. That is my birth sign. I am an Aries, so monster after my own heart. We have Taratuga, not to be confused with Tortuga, or Taratuga? I don't know what I was trying to say there. I think I was trying to say the Pokemon's name, and then I ended up saying the name of a place in the Caribbean. Rex Major, or Devil Dinosaur as we know him in the Marvel Universe. Orthos, the two-headed dog, because, you know, they couldn't get Cerebus. The Dark Dragon King. There's your three-headed, right? We couldn't get a three-headed dog. We get a three-headed dragon instead. The War-worn Owl Bear. There it is. Tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. The Malamammoth. Big old mammoth. Big old horns. And the Titan Wyvern. Or Wyvern. Or Wyvern? Wyvern. Tomato. Tomato. Potato. Potato. I don't know how to say it. You guys tell me that I say it wrong down below, and I'll agree with you. Alright guys, so here we go. So here are the heroes that you can recruit. So they do give you these nice little player cards. These are always nice when the game gives you this. It makes it a lot easier, so you're not having to go out to the rule book, or in this case, rule piece of paper. Tells you how you win, shows you the symbols for each of the classes, and then shows you what you can do on your turn. Now, of course, we'll go over the rules in a little bit more detail in our How to Play video. Me and Audrey are going to be playing this later this week, so make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification to know when we go live, because we do all of our gameplays live. So here are the bards. So we have Peanut, we have Greedy Cheeks, Dodgy Dealer. I like it. They've all got kind of cutesy names, kind of dealing with it. We have a Tipsy Tootie, Napping Nibbles, Fuzzy Cheeks. We got the Lucky Bucky, Melody, like melody, right? And then, okay, so now we're going to the wizard. So Snowball is not a very happy bunny. Bun Bun is a happy bunny. Fluffy, Whiskers. These are like names that somebody would actually probably give their pet bunnies. Wiggles. I'm not sure if I'd call my bunny Spooky. Buttons. Hopper. And then, so we have the rest of our unicorn line here. Calming Voice. The Mighty Blade. Iron Resolve. Fiber Glow. So you can tell they all kind of have that paladin-esque look to them with the guardian aspect, right? The shields and healing. Radiant Horn. Holy Curse Lifter. Guiding Light. The cute little kitties. So we have the, well, cute little kitties until they steal everything from me. Smooth Mimi Meow. Mimi Meow. Sure, a kitty. I like that one. Slippery Paws. Reminds me of Mission Impossible, like in the movie where he drops the item. I forget what it was he had in his mouth. He had to hurry up and grab it. Silent Shadow. Plundering Puma. Good old pirates. Meowzio. Sly Pickings. Kidnapper, instead of, you know, because we don't want a kidnapper, but a kidnapper slime. All right, and we got our little foxes here. So we have Sirius Gray, Wild Shot, Looky Rookie, the rookie, Quick Draw McGraw, Hook, Where's Peter Pan, Bullseye, Wily Red, Sharp Fox. All right, and then our last group of guys here are those fighters. We have Bad Axe the Bear, Fury Knuckle the Bear. He's Berry Wise, Heavy the Polar Bear, Bear Claw, Tough Teddy, Key Bear, or is it Chi Bear? Is Chi and Key the same? I'm not sure. I'm not really up on my martial arts here. And Pan Chucks. Nunchucks, but Pan Chucks. Aw, shucks. So those are your heroes that you can recruit during the game. Each have different abilities. Which will make it either better or worse for you. Who knows? So here are your item cards that you can be able to get and attach. You got rusty coins. Now you got 2 of them. Really big ring. A doll decoy. The fighter mask. So you get a mask that you can attach to a hero. It's considered a fighter. Okay, so you can switch their classes around. You got 1 of each. Ranger, Thief, Mask, Guardian, Wizard, and Bard. A suspicious coin. Curse. Okay, so these are cursed items. Okay, so these are different. Successfully roll to use an equipped hero's effect. Discard a card. Okay, so it kind of gives you some items that can influence your play. Forced Exchange Magic. So steal a hero from another player. Wow, okay. Winds of Change. So these are your magic cards. Forceful Winds. Call to the Fallen. Destructive Spell. Entangled Trap. Critical Boost, draw 3 cards. Enchanted Spell. Alright. And then we have modifiers. So the modifiers are basically going to always equal to 4, either adding or subtracting something. So plus minus 2 in each of these. and then you're going to have 3s and 1s, and then you're going to have your 1s and 3s, and then you're going to have just straight 4s. So these will basically modify and make -4 on that roll. And then the last set of cards that you have are your challenge cards. So you can play this when another player attempts to play a hero, item, or magic, and you can challenge that card so that way they can't play it, right? Because you don't want them to get more powerful and take out the monsters before you do. So there we go. That is the base box. So let's go ahead and go over the cards and the new classes that you get in Warriors and Druids. This is the latest expansion, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe the original expansion was a Kickstarter exclusive, so I think this is the first one that has come to retail. The manual here is just about as simple. Tells you about the new guys, gives you a little info on them, and that's pretty much it. So I guess we're starting with the monsters this time. So we have the Feral Dragon, kind of looks like a wolf here, and then we have the Muscipula Rex always reminds me of, anytime I see any huge plant like this, always reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour. We have the Noble Shaman, so these are the deer class. Deer, elk, moose, antler creature, druids. And then we have the Piercing Howl, so the warrior class, and these are wolves. For the heroes that you're going to recruit due to the new expansion, right? You have the Agile Dagger Warrior, Hero Warrior, Looting Lupo, like Lupin, Lupin the Third, right? Critical Fang, Blinding Blade, Hardened Hunter. This reminds me of Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's kind of like a Monster Hunter thing going on. Wolfgang Pack, so instead of Wolfgang Puck, he doesn't cook things, he destroys them. Tenacious Timber, after Tenacious D, Silent Shield. And then we got our deer elk. I don't know what this genus is called. There's a scientific name for all these guys. But Doe Follow, Majest Elk, Magus Moose, Big Buckley. I said moose earlier, but it's still weird. That's the only moose. Big Buckley, Glowing Antler, Majesty. So I think May is another name for like a doe, maybe. Majesty, I'm thinking. I have to look that up. Stagard, Buck Omens, and then of course you do get your masks. You get your 2 masks for those factions. Very important, especially when you have to beat up a monster. You're going to kind of need those. Your new item, you get an hourglass. 2 new cursed items, another item. Somehow these are all out of order. You get your 2 new magic cards, 1 for each. It seems like they match. They match for each of the different classes. And then there are new challenges in this that were not available in the first one. You get 2 new challenges, and then you get a couple new modifiers, of course. So those are the cards that come in here to Slay. I hope that was a good unboxing. You guys get a good overview of what is in the game and how the game will slightly function. Again, if you want to see how this game plays, how to play this game, make sure you come out when me and Oddly go live. Make sure you hit that subscribe, bell notification. Comment down below with which one of the classes you like the best, which animal, right, did you like the best, what was the cutest. Until next time, guys.